another hour of excitement, thrills, and action. Hello, I'm George Cannon, and I'm welcoming all of you to another hour of Superstars of Wrestling, where you will see the very best in the sport of professional wrestling. Now let's go up to the ring where all the action and excitement is taking place. Well, wrestling fans, this is what we were talking to you about a little bit earlier in the program, that you're going to be in on the signing for the championship match between Dino Bravo, promoter Frank Valois, and Frank Valois is the promoter of the wrestling in Montreal, and this match will be taking place in Montreal, and international champion Billy Robinson is represented by Lord Alfred Hayes, and seated at the table, the gentleman with the glasses is promoter Frank Valois, who was a wrestler in his own right for many years, the manager of Andre the Giant, and he's explaining now the rules and regulations. Now, the stipulation in this match is because Billy Robinson leaves the ring so many times during a match that the commission has had to put a stop to it, and the only way they could do it is to limit Billy Robinson to 5 times. Now, that doesn't include any times that he might go out accidentally. Here's Lord Alfred Hayes, and Alfred Hayes is questioning the validity of the contract. And what has happened, they counted Billy Robinson going out 21 different times in the match, so the Athletic Commission has got together with promoter Frank Valois, and of course all of the fans endorsed this, and they're explaining now to Billy Robinson and Lord Alfred Hayes that the contract will state this way, will read like this, that if Billy Robinson goes out of the ring a 6th time during the match. Now, Billy Robinson does not speak French. Lord Alfred Hayes understands the French language, and they are talking in the French language for this contract. Dino Bravo is seated on this close side to us in the 2-colored sweater, and what it amounts to is this, that if Billy Robinson leaves the ring voluntarily the 6th time, that he will not only be disqualified, but it will be stripped of the international championship that he now holds. And Lord Alfred Hayes, seen here, is clarifying this point with promoter Frank Valois. And of course, Dino Bravo was very anxious for them to sign this type of contract because it will prevent... Now, you can hear Robinson, or Lord Alfred Hayes is now commenting, or at least telling Billy Robinson.
George is making up excuses, you know, like he's saying, what if Dino leaves the ring somehow? But this has been, I think there's been some fans, hundreds of fans that petitioned this, and this is what this came all about. Because he has done it in the last 6 months, all he does is run out, run out.
Well, ever since Billy Robinson has been associated with Lord Alfred Hayes, I don't know if it's Lord Alfred, who we see now, has conspired or whatever he has done with Billy Robinson, but he's made him into the type of wrestler who he is a good wrestler, but for the least reason he will leave the ring and voluntarily walk around, take his time, get back in when he wants, and the fans are tired of it. They don't want to see it any longer.
That's right, and I'm glad that they're doing this. I'm glad that the commission is moving towards the right way, because it's not fair to the opponent that Robinson's got. As soon as you got him tired out and you put him into a submission hold, he kind of somehow escapes and runs outside and rests for about 3 minutes, which is not fair. So I hope everything that the commission can do is done, and I hope that Dino will get another chance on that title match. And then we'll see who's a better man.
Well, I think the point that's going to be made right now is Dino is signing the contract. He's putting his name to the contract. Of course, he'd love to see this happen. Whether Lord Alfred Hayes can be talked into doing this or not remains to be seen, and we should see this in a few moments.
Well, right now, George, I think he's panicking because he knows that Dino is a top contender, and like I said, he's making up excuses, trying to get away from the fact that you can run out as much as you want.
Yeah, you just mentioned now that what if by accident he falls out, or what if Dino throws him out of the ring? Now, Lord Alfred Hayes' French is not the best in the world, but he can make himself understood. Billy is looking a little perplexed. He doesn't know what's happening at this moment. Of course, the wrestling fans here heartily approve of the contract stating that Robinson can only leave the ring 5 times voluntarily. The 6th time, Robinson's taken the pen now and is about to sign the contract. And if he does, we're going to see the match. He's doing it, and that's it, Tony.
Well, I'm glad they negotiated, because that is one match to see. I don't particularly know the date, but I hope every fan out there watching this will mark that down on their calendar, because we're going to see man-to-man who's really has it in a professional wrestling.
Well, you know, there has to be something psychological there, too, because in the back of Robinson's mind, all through that match is going to be, how many times have I gone out so far? If I make a mistake and go out once more, that might be it, right?
That's right. Well, he's in a danger point here. So,
well, he's put his name to the contract, and it's signed and sealed. Wrestling fans, a new ruling that's in effect, and we're very pleased to say that it's only for Billy Robinson, only when he defends his international title, and that is he is not allowed to leave the ring more than 5 times. The 6th time that he goes out of the ring, he will be disqualified and stripped of his title. This ruling was put into effect by the commission to prevent Billy from running. Now, as much as Billy Robinson and Lord Alfred Hayes would believe that they don't run, it has happened before, and one time to the tune of 21 times. Edward, what do you think about a man leaving the ring that many times?
I think this is good, you know. For the first time, the commission, I think, do something very good, you know. The fan asked this. I remember the last time, this is a couple of months ago, 21 times he go outside the ring. 21 times, it's mostly half an hour, you know, yes. Take a rest.
How can a man say that he doesn't run when he leaves the ring 21 times?
I don't know. You know, I got great respect for Billy Robinson. For me, he's one of the best wrestlers today, you know. And I can't understand why he go outside the ring.
Well, probably it's, I would suspect it's Lord Alfred Hayes.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do with that. Whether Billy Robinson thinks it's right or not, Lord Alfred Hayes directs him, and I think he's instrumental in causing him to leave the ring that many times. For whatever reason, he sees fit, but he is behind the whole thing.
And this new rule is only 5 times. 5 times, he lost the belt.
That's right. The 6th time out, he stripped of the title. Wrestling fans, there you have it. The commission has said no more. The 6th time that you go to the ring, Billy Robinson, regardless of whether Lord Alfred Hayes is instrumental in you doing this or not, you're going to be stripped of your title. You will be disqualified, and you will lose the international championship. So, Lord Alfred, if this is what you want, if this is what you want for Billy Robinson, well then go ahead. Tell him to leave the ring for the 6th time.
Maintenant, dans le 2e combat de la journée, de London, Ontario, from London, Ontario, pesant 225 livres, weighing 225 pounds, Bob Armstrong. Son adversaire de Montréal, pesant 225 livres, from Montreal, weighing 225 pounds, Dino Bravo. L'arbitre du match, Adrien Desbois.
Well, Dino Bravo in the ring with Bob Armstrong. And the referee rings the bell and action is underway. A lot of letters coming in from the Hull, Ottawa area. Your wrestling fans up there, promoter Tony Muley is said to remind you that wrestling takes place at the Robert Gautin Arena in Hull, usually on Tuesdays. So if you want to see wrestling in the Ottawa Hull area, get over to the Robert Goodtare Arena, and you'll see good action there with some of the superstars and a lot more from different parts of North America and the world. The wrestling fans in Malone, Messina, Potsdam, Ogdensburg, New York. Wrestling will be coming to all of your towns, and I know we're getting a lot of letters from that area asking when. And in Potsdam, next Friday night, you will see professional wrestling. Such stars as the super intelligent Destroyer and many others. And that is in Potsdam next Friday night. And don't forget, once again, in Hull, Robert Goodtare Arena, promoter Tony Muley putting on tremendous cards up there with all of the wrestlers you see on the Superstars of Wrestling. In the meantime, Dino Bravo with a headlock on Armstrong, applying a lot of pressure. Look at the size of those forearms, Tony.
Well, I worked out with him the other day in the gym, and he was doing, was warming up with 700 pounds, doing half squats just to warm them legs up. You know, Dino is a pretty strong boy.
Well, I seen one of his girlfriends, and she weighs about 700 pounds. So he'd have to be pretty strong. 1, 2. Foot on the rope. Once again, Armstrong using the ropes. He always manages to get a foot over the ropes.
You notice Dino has huge pectorals and huge trapeze and shoulder muscles. You know, to develop those.
Dino really working Armstrong over now, Tony. Looks like he's going for the kill. There's the press. 1, 2. Whoa! Armstrong kicking out. Whoa. When Dino throws that chop, he really lays them in. There he goes, Armstrong up. Tommy drop. The second one back into a suplex. That's it. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. The winner, the foul in the match, Dino Bravo.
The winner, Dino Bravo.
All professional wrestlers are battered and scarred. Cauliflower ears, broken noses, ruptured diaphragms, chromium bone fractures, collarbones, patella bones. But Joe LeDuc, the new Joe LeDuc, you have about as many scars, as many stitches on your body as any other wrestler I know.
Well, you know, a body can take only so much, but a man is the same. A man can only take so much. Everybody say the new Joe LeDuc. It's not the new Joe LeDuc. For God's sake, it's the same Joe LeDuc that was here 7 years ago. Only 7 years more experience and 7 years of more madness. Madness, if you call it. Mr. Robinson, Mr. Hayes, the ghoul, the dog, whatever you want to call them. This is Joe LeDuc that was here before. Joe LeDuc from Monreal, Canada. Joe LeDuc, the Canadian citizen. And Joe LeDuc that can hit with the right. And when Joe LeDuc hit with the right, it goes down. And that's what counts. Nothing else. You want to talk about scars, you want to talk about stitches, it's good enough. I've got enough. I've got a lot of scars, but I've got a lot of memories. And Montreal is my city. Quebec is my province. Canada is my country. I belong here. It's mine. It belongs to me.
That's Joe LeDuc. I've seen him hit with the right, and when he hits with the right, there's very little left. The new Joe LeDuc.
Hate me.
poursuit, mesdames, messieurs, avec un autre excellent combat de Détroit, from Detroit, pesant 225 livres, weighing 225 pounds, Big Mac. Son adversaire du Japon, from Japan, pesant 245 livres, weighing 245 pounds, Mr. Hito.
Third bout on the card, Mr. Hito from Tokyo, Japan, going against Big Mac from Detroit, Michigan. Should be a very good match. Mac trying an outside sweep as the match gets underway. Locks up in the referee's position. Arm drag Hito to the mat, and Hito's back up. This should be a pretty evenly, I should say, pretty even bout. They're evenly matched, I think.
It's got that international flavor, as you can see, the man from Japan. And I always thought Big Mac was from the island.
Originally he is from the island, St. Vincent.
Detroit.
He wrestles out of Detroit. I don't really know why he wrestles out of Detroit either. Big Mac originally from the St. Vincent Islands, as Tony pointed out. And of course, Mr. Hito, the pride of Tokyo, Japan. Well, it's Mr. Hito holding down the leg of Big Mac, applying the pressure to the foot and the toe. Big Mac wearing knee pads on both legs. This is a 10-minute match.
You know, George, I've noticed lately that most of the wrestlers must have bad knees, especially the young, upcoming wrestlers. Everybody's wearing knee pads, which a few years back, you'd never see a wrestler with knee pads on. I don't know why, but apparently it could be the rings to make him more stronger and firmer.
Well, I know in the case of Big Mac, he's had an operation on the left leg that he was working over now. He had a cartilage removed and some of the patella bone, the kneecap. He had an operation sometime last year. And I don't think you ever fully get over these things. I don't know. I've had problems with both my knees all my life. One cartilage floating around, a cracked patella bone, a minuscule cartilage ruptured. And I know it's painful as all get out, especially when the weather gets a little damp.
A little dampness, sure does. A good escape done by Big Mac.
Hito wants him to lock horns, and Big Mac did, and showed him a little bit of cleverness on his own part. That's using your head, Mac.
You know, that's one thing I don't think I ever got was a headbutt.
You never had a headbutt?
Well, I've had from a few of the guys, but not from a black man. I never got headbutted by a black man yet.
You feel left out?
Well, sort of, because I like to find out how hard it is there.
We can arrange next time Bobo's around. I'll ask him to give you a headbutt. Well, Hito chopping his way to success here. Working over Big Mac with a lot of karate chops and judo chops. Yeah, smiling, grinning face. He's very pleased with himself. Six minutes remaining in this match. Oh!
See that? Mac must have a hard head.
Mac going to town now. He's got Hito worked over. Here he goes. Woo! That is a famous Japanese hold called kick in chest.
It was the suplex. It looks like the end of the match.
That's it. Winner of the foul and the match. From Tokyo, Japan, Mr. Hito.
Le gagnant, the winner, Mr. Ito.
Here's a man who needs no introduction. I'm talking about Eddie Creechman, the man who calls himself the Brain. He has another new protege, another new man under his wing. And of course, that's the Moondog Eddie. I don't have to talk to the people about Eddie Creechman. They know you. They know
Certainly,
how corrupt you are.
Everybody knows me, George, and I want to tell you something. He is not a new protege. He is my ex-protege, but he was gone and is back. And I'm going to call him the Moondog. You know why? Because everywhere he goes, every arena that he's going to wrestle in, he's going to have that big bone that you just got under your nose. And I'm going to tell you people something. Everywhere you see a wrestling match, everywhere you see Eddie the Brain Creechman and Sailor White, you better come in.
Moondog!
It's going to be really something. Now, he wants me to call him Moondog. I don't care. I can call him Dog. I don't have to call him Moondog. I'll call him whatever I want, as long as we get in there and get rid of all our opponents. We take on anybody. Nobody is barred. We don't care who they are, George. But I'd like to know one thing, George Cannon. In all respect that I got for you, how come when I'm at the microphone and I speak, you stand there and you look so sophisticated? You can't talk. Are you short words?
The only reason I do that is because you talk and you make up all the time, and I'm sure the wrestling fans would like to hear what you have to say.
Sure, everybody likes to hear me speak because everybody knows that when I'm around, they're going to get all the action they want. And you can be sure, with all the proteges that I got, it's going to be real thunder everywhere in the province of Quebec. Whether Lord Alfred Hayes is there with his protege, whether anybody else is there, I don't care. But as long as I'm there,
Eddie
and
the
I am
Brain
a
Creechman.
manager.
Nous voilà donc de retour pour un autre excellent combat, cette fois opposant, venant de la Hongrie, from Hungary, pesant 240 livres, weighing 240 pounds, the Wolfman. Son adversaire, venant d'un endroit inconnu, from nowhere, pesant 233 livres, weighing 233 pounds, the Destroyer.
Man working over the super intelligent Destroyer outside the ring, and the Destroyer just got his t-shirt off. Hungarian Wolfman out on the floor, wrapping the head of the Destroyer on the apron. Now he's bringing him over in this area. The fan tries to butt in, and he better stay in his seats.
That fan is taking an awful chance, George.
He has to be a stupid idiot, right? Super intelligent Destroyer is getting worked over. And this is the same super intelligent Destroyer who will be in Potsdam next Friday night. And let me assure you, fans in Messina and Ogdensburg and Malone, you're going to see professional wrestling near town. Just keep your eyes open, watch out for it. Also wrestling in the North Country, Superstars of Wrestling will be coming to the North Country, to Northern Ontario. Also, you see Superstars of Wrestling throughout the province of Quebec, the state of Michigan, Ohio, all over North America, the Superstars of Wrestling in action. Well, the Wolfman has still got the Intelligent Destroyer wrapped up. How long, Tony, before he breaks loose?
Oh, he's got to get a break sooner or later to come out of it.
Well, the referee is trying to get the Hungarian Wolfman off of the Super Intelligent Destroyer. He hasn't let up since the match started. Before the bell, he started working on him. He's going full force. He's still kicking him, knocking him once again onto the floor. And now he's fighting the referee, and he's coming out on the floor himself. Destroyer pushing off the Wolfman. Now the Destroyer back in the ring. It's still kind of funny to see the fans cheering for him, but they are cheering him on as he comes back with forearm smashes to the Wolfman. Hungarian Wolfman in the corner, flying mare, brings him to the mat. Knee across the chest. The Destroyer goes to work on the Wolfman. Fans are really with it in this match, Tony.
Yeah. That Wolfman is a maniac. You never know what he's going to do next. There he is. He's hooked up now.
Now he's hooked in the ropes, and the Destroyer's got him stretched out. Whoa! No kicky, no kicky. Fans are urging him, go ahead. Funny how bloodthirsty they get, Tony. Flying mare, and the Wolfman comes down to the mat. Whoa! Figure four is the head. There he goes to those figure fours again. Well, the Wolfman just yelled out, Yachik Piyaya Hachim.
What does that mean, George?
I don't know, I'm not Hungarian. 5 minutes remaining in this match. Now, did you ever see anything like this before?
No.
That's usually reading the ruse in the ropes. Well, here goes the Destroyer now with its side headlock. Into the ropes, one tackle, down goes the Wolfman. The Destroyer moving in again, another side headlock. Into the corner, 1, 2, 3, up, down, and over the side, and he didn't make it. He didn't make it, but he got him down to kicks out. A lot of action, a lot of excitement in this match. Wolfman going against Super Intelligent Destroyer.
The Wolfman is right back. He's right back again. Like
Right back in the thick of it, right?
Never know what he's going to do next. They're trying to twist that mask around.
Well, it looks like he's succeeding. 4 minutes remaining in this match. 10-minute match, 4 minutes remaining. He's got the mask partially turned around. Destroyer can't see. Now he's kicking him, working him over. taking advantage of the fact that the destroyer can't see out of the side of the mats. Destroyer throwing the Wolfman into the corner. Couple of football tackles in there. He's unloading a few rights. Oh, here he goes. Hooking the foot under the rope. 3 minutes remaining in the match.
There he goes with that leg again.
There it is. One, two. He's got it. He's got it. Yep. Figure 4. He's got it. And that's it. That's it. He's taking a lot of punishment, Tony. That's it. He finally gave us winner of the fall in the match by submission. Super intelligent destroyer. And now for the official announcement. A lot of exciting matches coming up Monday night. One of the big ones on that card, of course, is going to have Dino Bravo in the ring, and it's always a pleasure to talk to Dino. Dino, you know, when you have people out here screaming and yelling at you, when somebody like you or Tony or Gino comes along, it's Jerry O, it's really a pleasure. But let's get away from that. Let's talk about this match coming up Monday night.
Well, it's something I've been waiting for quite a long time, and I know exactly how Mr. Robinson feels right now because he planned it that way. His strategy was to get out of that ring. He got out of the way with it for 7 months. July 21st, they stripped me of the title, and that's probably worse than getting beat, to lose a title when you're stripped of it. And I'm sure Robinson's going to go out there and wrestle with everything that he's got, and he's a fine wrestler, probably the greatest wrestler Europe ever produced. But to gain that title, he never beat me, but he beat the #1 French-Canadian wrestler that I've seen in the last 15 years, and Ricky Martel. He's the #1 contender in the AWA, and Robinson defeated him in Montreal. So Monday is my chance, and it's hard for me to express how I feel right now, but I know one thing. Hayes and Robinson, I'm sure that's chaos because they are confused. It hit him with like a thunderbolt. They did not expect that new ruling. Athletic Commission did it because of the fan pressure, and it's made. If he goes out there ring, that's 6th time that bell's going to ring. They're going to take that title, and he won't be the champion no more. And I'm sure it's chaos right now between Hayes and Robinson.
Well, I think it's about time that somebody stepped on their toes a little bit. They've had their way for so long. One reason that Billy is the champion, regardless of his ability, has to be attributed to the man who's in his corner, whether you call him a manager, a valet, or a consort, or whatever. Lord Alfred Hayes will be out there with Billy Robinson, but that new ruling, Robinson, if you go to the ring the 6th time, you're not only going to be disqualified from that match, you're going to be stripped of the title. You will no longer be the international champion. Monday night, the action at Paul-Sauve. Here we go with tag team action to curfew. And in this match, we see the Hangman teaming up with Tony Russo, going against the combination of Alan Girard and Luis Laurence. When he announced Tony Russo, the announcer from South America, he is from Chile, from Santiago, Chile, and of course that is in South America, and he is now manhandled by Luis Laurence with a side headlock. Most fouls to the curfew.
You know, George, there's been a lot of wrestlers from South America. I'd like to mention a few. Argentina Rocca, who was one of the outstanding professional wrestler in America for a long time. How about Argentina Pop?
Argentina Zulu. Argentina Zulu.
Argentina Zulu?
Yes. How about Pampero Firpo.
Yeah, Pampero Firpo, Baron Gattoni from Argentina.
We've got a lot of good wrestlers from South America. Well, Louis using a reverse go behind. Nice move by Russo. Kick off on ropes. Comes back over to the top, and he hung on. Whoa. Whoa, look at that move there. A lot of good action as Louis Laurence moving in on Russo, but here comes the Hangman. Shot now of Alec Gerard there in the corner.
Russo has got some good, outstanding moves, as you can see. It's too bad it didn't have about 4 or 5 more inches on it. Did you see that, George? Russo's got his arm now. And here comes the big man, the Hangman.
A lot of action in there now. The Hangman with Louis Laurence in the corner. Louis Laurence coming back, throwing punches at this gigantic man, over 300 pounds, and so strong he moves Louis right back into the corner. Gerard comes in, tries his luck, and I don't think he's going to fare any better with the man that size. A giant of a man. The Hangman bringing the atomic drop down on Alec Gerard. And now he whips him into Russo's boot. The Hangman out of New York, teaming up with the South American Tony Russo.
He's going to try
Alec is
slam him.
going to try and slam him.
As you can see.
It's like a flea lifting an elephant. Hangman whipping Gerard in the corner. Time winding down in this curfew match. There have been no falls yet. As Gerard struggles for his life at this point, trying to push Hangman back into the corner so he can tag Louis Laurence. And here comes Louis. Ooh, Louis with a nice uppercut, a second one. Staggers the Hangman slightly. Hangman winds up, whips Louis off. Here he comes. There's that 14-inch boot. Size 14. Oh, now at the elbow, and down goes Laurence once again. Tony Russo now in the ring with Louis Laurence. Flying mare. Down comes Russo with that knee across the neck of Laurence. Referee counts and Russo lets go. Tony, would you like to make a prediction in this match?
Well, there isn't much to predict. As you can see, Russo is beating him on points. And then you have the big, huge Hangman just waiting for the kill.
So what you're saying is Russo and the Hangman should win this match?
I would say definitely.
I think I'll go along with you there. The Hangman really has the size to take on these two fellas by himself. Six minutes remaining in this curfew match. No falls yet.
got that escape there through those, through that scissor hold, right out of it.
Well, Gerard and Laurence are using a little reverse psychology here. They could see the hangman coming up with something like this, and they use it to their own advantage, and they've convinced the referee. I think the hangman misses Creechman a little bit, Tony.
Yeah,
He seems to hesitate a lot. 5 minutes remaining in his curfew, and no falls yet. Most falls will win the match. Here he comes anyway, and when he puts those size 14s on you, just missed hitting the head of Alec Gerard. And in comes Louis Laurence working over Tony Russo.
another good switch there by Farmer. He got that hold pretty well mastered now. No, George, being in a hole like this, your legs get awful sore.
4 minutes remaining, and we're counting down. Hangman comes in, puts the 14s on the head of Gerard, tags Laurence, Russo in the corner, and here comes Louis. Oh, he's got him again. Down goes Tony Russo.
Got him back in the same hole now. He's still not giving up. I think the hangman is getting frustrated a little bit.
Well, if they don't reach him, and I'm talking about Tony Russo, if he doesn't reach him, I don't think that side's going to win the fall. It looks like our prediction will go down the drain. The point right now is, can Gerard and Laurence keep it up? Can they manage to keep this match going and keep Russo from tagging the hangman? As 3 minutes remaining, 180 seconds of action. Russo is finally making some sort of a comeback on Gerard. The point is, will he be able to? And I think he is going to tag the hangman. Here comes Louis Laurence. And Russo's working over Gerard. The tag still hasn't been made. Have you ever seen that before, Tony?
No. I think that's the bow and arrow.
That's a finishing hold.
Sure is.
This fall, winner of the match, winner of the fall, I should say, in the match, the hangman and Tony Russo. There can't be any more than 2 minutes remaining in this duration.
Gagnant de la première chute, the winner of the first fall, the Bourreau and Tony Russo.
The hangman also called the Burrow. Two minutes remaining in this match. Here we go. 1-0 for the team of the hangman and Russo. And they're trying to make it 2-0. Laurence in there on the tag, and he's going tooth and nail at Russo, trading punches back and forth, uppercuts, forearms, knee lifts. And here comes the hangman, Tony, and it looks like it's all over. One minute remaining in this match. Counting down, 50 seconds remaining. Still 1-0. Hangman in the corner now with both Laurence and Gerard. .30 seconds remaining in this match. 15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining as we count down 1-0 to the gentlemen who will be involved in that exciting match coming up Monday night. And I use the term gentlemen because they requested it. Billy Robinson, international champion. Lord Alfred Hayes. And I don't know the terminology he wants to use. What do you call yourself? What is your title?
You can't speak English. You can't adequately run this program. The whole situation here leaves a lot to be desired. But most of all, the shabby treatment that's been handed to William Robinson, the international champion.
The justified treatment.
Will you be quiet while a lord is speaking? Now, firstly, you said I was a valet or a consort. I'm a mentor. I'm also a very adequate wrestler. The conspiracy against Robinson and I is obvious here. I mean, be very logical about this. If a man is out of the ring more than 5 times, he loses his title. What is to stop Bravo from pitching him out 5 times in order to obtain such a quest? Think about it now. This is against us because we're Englishmen. Maybe not only because we're Englishmen, but let us say rather that we can thrash any Quebecois here in the state or the province of Quebec, especially in Montreal. Robinson and I are not happy. Speak about this.
What is there to say? The deck is stacked. What happens, you answer me, if Dino Bravo goes out 5 times? Does he lose the match too? You tell me, Mr. Cannon. Or is it all just for Dino Bravo? It won't help you, Bravo. It won't help you a bit.
Monday night, Paul-Sauve, a lot of action be there. Don't forget, wrestling fans, if you want an answer to your letters, you have to enclose a stamped self-addressed envelope. Well, we've just seen another hour of excitement, thrills, and action with the superstars of wrestling. We will return next week with another hour of the very best in professional wrestling, and that is the superstars of wrestling.